trillion times more helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. So let's get this party started. Okay, so that's interesting. All right, so the first question we come to, I went ahead and started doing some of these, so we'll see if we get similar answers. Okay, question 3, what requirements must be checked when conducting a hypothesis test comparing two means with independent samples? Mark that apply.
A simple random sample and then X bar is normally distributed.
Okay, that's the only one you think?
Pretty sure.
I put that the sample size must be the same for each group because you can't have 20 in one sample group and 4 in another sample group. It has to be 20 on one side and 20 on the other. Does that sound right or not?
I'm looking on the textbook right now. 1 sec.
I would totally agree with that because that sounds like that makes me. The place that I got the first 2 answers is in the textbook. It says
I see now.
and it's only those 2.
Yeah, I am just.
But I don't know.
Because it says there are 2 requirements that need to be checked when conducting a hypothesis test for 2 means and independent samples. And then it has the 2 that Cassie said.
Does it have the sample size must be the same?
I don't see that.
But I feel like it does make sense where you're coming from, though.
It does, yeah.
But
well, I check it and you guys don't.
Okay.
Because I feel like, you know, if you're gonna have if you're testing 2 groups, you have to have the same number in each group, or else it's going to be skewed.
Yeah, it just makes sense.
Yeah, no, that definitely makes sense too.
Okay, the test statistics for hypothesis test comparing 2 means with an independent sample is a
test 2 means.
I put t-score. I've never heard of an F statistic yet. Have you? And a z-score is not a hypothesis test.
I feel like it'd be the t-score.
That makes sense.
That's what I put.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay. And then the next one, is that where we, okay. Number 5, 2 samples are independent if.
Oh, in the textbook it says 2 samples are independent if knowing which subjects are in group 1 tells you nothing about which subjects will be in group 2.
Yep. Okay, and that's what I got is B.
Yep.
Okay. And then for the next 6 questions, did you guys pull that up on your?
I'm in the process.
SPS?
Why is this so slow?
I don't know. I know mine is too.
So the degrees of freedom, a sample minus 1.
Yeah, here. What do you do? You go party? What do you Okay, so the first thing we have to do is recode that those numbers.
We have to recode them.
Yeah. Did you happen to watch Sister Wilkinson's video at all?
I was watching it, but I was also mixing milk for our calves this morning.
That's okay, because I just wondered if you had seen it, because I almost missed it. In the very beginning, it talks about how to do the SPSS portion of this.
Mhm.
You have to recode it, because instead of having two columns of numbers, you have a column of numbers and you have a column of names, Idaho Falls and Rexburg. So SPSS wants to have a numerical value, so you have to recode it. So you go to transform at the top. You click on automatic recode. Okay. And then in the left box where it says city,
yeah,
you put that over to the right side. And you see there's a lot of question marks. That means they want you to name it something new. So in the new name box, you can put I don't know, dental city. I'm just gonna put dental city. And then you add, and then you push on add new name. Okay. And then you push OK. So did you do that yet?
Mine says variable name contains legal character.
Oh, you can't put any spaces between in the box.
So mine just popped up. So it's analyze and then.
No.
Or is it transform?
No. It's transform.
Okay.
And then automatic recode.
Okay.
And then the variable that you want to put in the right box, which is city.
City. Okay.
And then underneath there, where it says
new name,
you put in whatever you want to call it. I put mine dental city. It doesn't matter, but you can't put a space.
Oh, okay. Dental city. Okay.
And then you click add new name. Sorry.
That's
cool. And then push OK.
Stop it. No marking.
And then, did you have a box pop up that says Idaho Falls 1 and Rexburg 2?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so just remember Idaho Falls is 1 and Rexburg is 2. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, now you go, so I'm going to remember that. Idaho Falls is 1 and Rexburg is 2. Okay, so then now you go to analyze, and then compare.
And then go where?
Hello?
Sorry, you went out. So it's analyze, and then what'd you go to?
Compare means.
Okay.
And then independent sample T test.
Okay.
Okay, and that brings up the dialog box.
Mm-hmm.
And it says in test variable box, which is on the right, you put the variable to be analyzed, which is, I think, the dental city.
Okay.
No, I don't know. Is it dental city? Yeah. In dental, you put in dental city.
Okay.
Okay, and see where it says below there, it says, then go to grouping variable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then you in grouping variable. Uh-oh. Hang on, it's not doing what it said in the.
You put the dentist variable and then the grouping variable in the.
You're supposed to be able to put in the one that you just renamed.
Mm-hmm.
And then it says it needs to be defined. I don't see where it says it needs to be defined. Click on define groups. It's not letting me define groups.
Yeah, it won't let me do it either.
Dentist bill needs to be in the top one, and dental city needs to be the bottom one.
Dental city, and then if I try to put in city, it says string variables allowed. Say that again.
So the dentist bill goes in the test variable, and then the grouping variable is dental city.
And so our dental city also goes in the test variable?
No.
Hang on, let me try this again.
So dentist bill goes in the test variable, and dental city goes in the grouping variable.
Oh, you are right. You are so right. Okay, and then you put define groups.
Now what do you do?
Okay, now in group 1,
it won't let me define groups. Oh, wait. Okay.
Okay, then under specified values, under group 1, 1, and under group 2, we put the number 2. Because 1 means Idaho Falls, 2 means Rexburg. And you push continue. And then,
okay.
Hang on, I'm reading my notes. The instructor said in the video it didn't really matter which group you called which. It doesn't really matter.
Okay.
Okay, and then if you go over to the right where it says options. Over to top right. You can put in the confidence interval level or confidence interval percentage. It auto populates to 95%. But that's where you put, like, if you want it to be 99%.
Yeah. I got too excited.
You push continue and OK. Then you push OK.
So what was the confidence interval percentage?
Hang on, guys. I got to get my dog. Just a second.
Cassie, what did you put for the confidence interval percentage?
I didn't change it.
Yeah, it auto-populates to 95%. I'm just telling you that if they have a question about 99%, that's where you change it.
Oh.
Okay, so now we have our box. Okay, and you see where this is independent sample test. Gives the F something and the SIG and the two-tailed. We have to go by the bottom row. Equal variance is not assumed.
Okay.
So that is the top row, you just ignore for independent samples.
Gotcha.
Okay. So what's the question number? What's the next question number?
So it is 6, and it says what is the degrees of freedom? So is it 20 minus 1?
No, the degrees of freedom is 37.996. You see it where it says DF?
Oh, yep.
Okay, what's question 7?
What is the sample standard deviation for Rexburg?
Okay, so you go to the top, it says group statistics, and it says, you see where it says Dental City, or well, whatever you guys named it, and it says Rexburg. So, do you see what I'm talking about?
206.3.
206.637. Okay. What's question 8? I'm having you read me this because my little box is covering up the question. So
Wait, so what did you guys get for 7? Just make sure.
206.6.
Wait, sorry, you broke out.
206.637.
So 206.637.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alexis, do you see where that is on that table? Because they're going to ask questions like that on the test.
I do, but mine got messed up.
Okay. Do you need?
I think I made an error somewhere, and so yeah.
Okay. Do you want to go back through so you can see how it's done?
Because I went to analyze, compare means, independent samples t-test, the dentist bills in the test variable, and then the city is in the grouping. And then I did define group for city. I did 1 for group 1 and 2 for group 2. Press continue, and then press OK, right?
Yeah.
And that should be it.
Yeah, and it has like t-test and like a warning behind, like below it. So I don't know what happened with mine.
Did you put in your test variable or in the little test variable box, what did you name that new variable? What did you name it?
Dental city.
Did you put a space between dental and city?
No.
Okay. Well, let's just keep going and see, and then we'll a little bit, okay?
Okay.
What's the let's see, number 8 is what is the test statistic? That's a T-score, correct? Yeah, that's a T-score. So the T-score is negative 0.434. So what you got, Cassie?
Yes.
Okay, and what's number 9?
What is the p-value? 0.8, right?
Well, we have to decide whether it's a one-tail or two-tail. So you have to read the question. The question says, represents a random sample of dental bills at a dental office in Idaho Falls and in Rexburg. So where mean of the first group will be the mean bill at Idaho Falls, and mean of the second group will be the mean bill at Rexburg. Perform a hypothesis test to determine if the mean bill at Idaho is less than the mean bill at the Rexburg office. Okay, so that means we have a less than or a greater than symbol. That means it's a.
Is that one-tailed?
That means it's one-tailed, and we have to divide it into.
Divide by 2.
So it's 0.666. So it's 0.333.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to fill in my answers real quick here because.
Do you want us to read them? Do you have them?
No, I wrote them down.
Okay.
206.637. Round to 3. Test statistic is negative 0.34. Number 9 was the p-value is 0.3. Okay, then question number 10. What is correct decision based on the evidence? Okay, so we got to go back to our question again. The null hypothesis is first group equals the second group, and the alternative, which we're concerned about, is the mu of group 1 is less than the mu of group 2. Use the level of significance is 0.10. So what is the, okay, so we go back to our table and we find the mean at the top there, the mean of Idaho Idaho, and that's Idaho Falls, I mean. Is Idaho Falls 1 or 2?
1.
1.
Okay. The mean at the top is 260.06. And Rexburg, the mean of 2 is 288.60. So the standard, okay, let me see here if I can figure this out. Okay, so if the p-value, that's what we're going by, the p-value is 0.333, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that is greater than 0.10, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
So if it's greater than, is it raining where you guys are?
Mm-mm.
Sounds like it sounds like it's raining.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I have a fan on. Maybe that's it.
Oh, well, maybe that's it. Okay, so if the P is low, the HO must go, okay? But in this case, the P is higher, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if the P is high, we keep the guy.
So fail to.
So we keep the guy. So it looks like we fail to reject. That's what I think.
Okay.
Totally backwards last time. But we know that the p-value is 0.333. The level of significance is 0.10. So 0.333 is greater than 0.10. So if the p is high, which it is, then we keep the guy.
So we wouldn't reject it.
So we fail to reject it.
Yep.
That's my reasoning anyway. Okay. Suppose instead that you had used the alternative hypothesis that M1 does not equal M2. Okay, so that means that the p-value would be 0.666, which is still greater than 0.10.
These questions confuse me because we got them mixed up last time.
I know. I really tried to work through this today. I mean, like, I spent 3 hours on it.
Would it be the first one, A?
So I think we have, so we fail to reject.
Yeah.
So we have sufficient evidence. We have sufficient, okay, hang on. Okay, if you fail to reject, that's what we're doing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, here's what I put in my notes. If we fail to reject the HO, then we have sufficient evidence. But if we fail to reject, we have insufficient evidence.
And that's what I have in my notes too.
Wait, those two.
So you think it's insufficient evidence that the mean dentist bills between the two states are different, or we have insufficient evidence that the mean dentist bills between the two cities are the same. I think we have insufficient evidence that the mean dentist bills between the two cities are the same, because it doesn't equal. So the mean of group 1 does not equal the mean of group 2.
Yeah.
I think it's D. I guess we'll see. Okay, so the next 6 questions I gotta load this up. Okay, so it's freshman something dinner. Okay. Okay.
So we have to do that transform thing again.
Yeah.
So automatic for code.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's see if we can get you through it this time, Alexis.
I know.
Differently. So go to transform.
Then automatic for code. And then is freshman in the variable box?
No, it's the state.
Okay.
The state, because see at the top where it says freshman on your Excel sheet or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
See, those are not.
Uh-oh.
Sorry. Okay. See where it says under freshman, it has numbers, but under state, it has this as a state. So we can't have a word. We have to have a number. So you take the state over to the variable new name box, and then you name it something new.
I just did state name.
The state.
State name.
State name.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't really matter, I don't think, what you call it.
Yeah.
And then do add new name, right?
Yeah.
And then name. And then you push OK. And see where it says Colorado is 1. And Utah is 2. Did that come up on yours, Alexis?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So then we go to analyze, compare means,
Then independent
sample, and
Okay.
the test variable is the freshman, right?
Yes.
And then under the grouping value, you put the state name.
So the one that we just renamed, right?
Right.
Okay. And then
And
define groups, right?
And where it says state to the left, you just leave it. And then define groups. So group 1 is 1, and group 2 is 2. You push continue. And OK.
Okay, this time it worked.
Good.
Okay.
Which I did the same thing for the other one, but oh well.
Okay, Alexis, you see where it says independent sample test, the big long box?
Yep.
You have to use the lower numbers.
Oh, wait, one second.
Equal variance is not assumed. You use that row of numbers and you ignore the top numbers.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so what number are we on now?
12.
12. And what's the question?
What is the appropriate alternative hypothesis?
Oh my gosh. Okay, hang on. I gotta go back here.
I think
For
it's
12. Okay, so we have to read the question carefully. So let the mean of Colorado represent the mean number of times a month that a student from Colorado cooks dinner, and let mean group 2 represent the mean for Utah students. Okay, you suspect that freshmen from Utah cook dinner for themselves a different number of times than freshmen. Okay. Then freshmen from Colorado. Perform a hypothesis test to know if your suspicion is correct. Okay, so the question is, what is the appropriate alternative hypothesis? Do you guys know?
Would it be B?
Yeah. Alexis, do you know why it's B?
Is that because it's two-tailed?
No. Well, no. The reason that it's B is because in the wording it has the word different.
Mm.
When you see the word different, it means it's just not equal to. But if you see the words greater than or less than, then it's one of the others, and then it's a one-tailed test. So do you see where it says pick for themselves a different number of times, Alexis?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So when I was doing my kind of studying today, I tried really hard to like get these weird keywords, and that was one of them, because in Sister Wilkinson's video, she actually circled the word different. and said in the video, if it says the word different, that means not equal to. Okay, so what is the test statistic? The T-score?
It's negative 0.845.
845.
Okay.
14.
And then what's number 14? What's the question?
The p-value.
Okay, the p-value is
410.
Yeah, and because it is
two-tailed, it doesn't divide.
Two-tailed, then you don't divide it. Okay, and then what is number 15?
What decision do you make? Do we reject or fail to reject?
Okay, so hang on, so number 13 is negative 0.845. Number 14 is 0.410. Okay, so the p-value is 0.410, which is way greater.
So fail to reject, right?
Than our, yeah. So if it's greater than, if the p is high, keep the guy. So we fail to reject. Okay. Then determine a 95% confidence level for those two, an estimate of the difference between those two. Input your answers below. Determine the margin of error. So wasn't it yesterday we took the upper bound and the lower bound and divided it by 2, right?
You minus and divide by 2. Or is it a
Huh?
So you
minus the 2 and then divide by 2, right?
That's what I was just making sure.
Okay, so the upper bound is 2.204 and the lower bound is negative 5.137. Does anybody have an answer yet?
Is the math coming out right since we're minusing a negative number?
That's what I'm doing. I'm taking 2.204 minus negative 5.137.
Because I mean, if you take and you minus it, if you minus a negative, it's actually plus.
Yeah.
So if that's right, then it's 0.671.
That's what I got.
5.137. So I got 3.671.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to submit this baby.
I hope it get 100%.
Me too. Oh, we missed 2. Uh-oh. How did I do that? Oh, that's on my own fault. I inputted the wrong number. I got number 18 wrong. It's 2.204. I accidentally put 2.24.
Oh.
What's the other one?
Let me see. The other one is the other one's question 11. Oh, yeah. We have insufficient evidence.
Oh my gosh.
I kind of still think we have insufficient evidence, but maybe it's the insufficient evidence that
The different, maybe?
different.
Well, I can submit it and see.
Okay. So it's not, we know it's not D.
So I'm going to do B, right?
Yeah, do B.
Okay. Let's see. And 100%.
Okay. I kind of thought it was insufficient, but okay, so now I have to write down all my answers and go back in again. So number 3 is A, B, and D. Okay.
Good. That was much better today.
Yes. Yes, it was.
I think our brains are just magically to think in statistic ways.
I took a lot of time today to figure this. You know, and what's frustrating for me is my other class is suffering.
Yeah.
But I got to get this, so. Okay. Okay, so you guys got both your 100%?
Yep.
I might go ahead and do the homework right now while it's fresh in my mind.
I know, same here.
Okay, so 11 was B, because we know it's insufficient, right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I'm glad that it lets us do this, because in one class you could go back in and do your quiz over again. You had a second chance, but it was completely different questions.
Oh, that's the worst.
So I got to the point that whatever I got on the first one, I was like, if it's above an 80, I'm good. I'm keeping it.
Yep.
I don't blame you.
Because who knows if I would get as good on the second one, you know?
Yeah.
Did you guys already submit yours? Do you see on number 16 and 17 where it says view feedback?
Yeah, sometimes I notice that some students do that where they like, this is how you can get the answer, or the answer is found on blah, blah, blah.
Huh, that might be, okay, this says the answer in SPSS is slightly higher than in Excel. So the answer given is an average between the two results. I don't understand why they just don't make us do like SPSS and you don't have the option of Excel.
Right.
But oh well. All right. So until what? Monday?
Yeah.
Yep. Thanks for submitting this for us, Cassie.
Oh, no problem. I'm glad it taught me how to do something. So.
Okay. I will see you guys later then.
All right.
See you later. Have a good weekend.